Q&A. Hi, thanks for your guide. It helps steer me in the right direction. And that's the PDF guide that it's like the condensed form of my program. My program is on Breast Nexus for those of you that don't know, and it's like pages, because remember I was on this for 11 months and then I was actually trying other stuff before then. So this is this PDF guide for those of you that purchase either product. You'll get it with your order. And it's just like a little PDF and I send it to you. It's like a quick start guide. That's what she's referring to. For your next Q&A, can my questions be featured? You can just refer to me as Ray. Okay, so this comes from Ray. I'm on Bountiful Breast as of a week now. I'm concerned about my body temps as they are never 98.6. My temps average 97.7. Sorry, I had to adjust the lighting. I can tell you, look, this is what I tell the ladies. When I was underweight and I started the program, I already came in knowing that my temps were never going to be high enough to have success. If I went by Jules's recommendation on the Bountiful Breast website, I would have just freaking given up. She's just saying you can obtain the best results if you already have these temps. Now, the reality is most women, we have problems. This is why we're doing this, because we have hormonal problems. So being that I was underweight and having low thyroid function, it seems like the world is against someone like me, right? But that's completely false. With me, I was very stubborn. I knew I was going to grow. I had the sign that I was going to grow. I had the out-of-body. I had the male entity, the spirit, tell me that I was going to grow using this product. And so I didn't listen to that. I didn't listen to the naysay. I didn't listen to anything that was going to make me think, oh, this isn't going to work, because I had a whole host of problems. I was menopausal already at 29, and that's just not right. So I wasn't going to give up. But anyways, I just didn't worry about it. And this is what I tell you, ladies. Don't worry about your temps. Because when you raise your progesterone levels, your temperatures are going to come up naturally. When you raise your healthy cholesterol, your temps, your hormones are going to elevate naturally. And they're going to balance out if you give it the right thing. So, meaning the diet has to be right. You need essential fatty acids, animal fatty acids, not just vegan sources. You actually need animal fats. And a lot of people are stubborn and don't want to do it that way. But I'm telling you, like, if you're underweight, you're tired all the time, you're cold and clammy, you need healthy animal fats. Okay? So, being that that's the case for most of us, like, you'd have to really have something else wrong with you. And I'm a person who has low blood pressure and really bad circulation. So if I can get around this temp problem, anybody can get around the temp problem. So how can I get my body temperature up? I visited my doctor this week and I don't have thyroid issues because I don't have them. They refuse to check my iodine levels. So I think supplementing with iodine as recommended by BB might be risky since I have no way of telling what actual my iodine levels are. And I wouldn't want to cause a thyroid problem by overdosing on iodine. And you know what? That's actually a really good concern because her formula has kelp in it. Kelp is pretty mild. It's not straight up, yo, iodine in the body. Now you're really overdoing it. You're going to overdose. It's kind of hard to overdose on kelp as part of a formulated supplement like hers. So even though she doesn't say how much kelp is in her program, it's not just, it's a whole food, essentially. It's not an isolated component that is added in to her supplement. Not that I know of, because I would think by law she would have to disclose iodine. But it doesn't. It says kelp. So from that kelp, from that whole food, you're getting some micro amounts of iodine. Bovine ovary tissue itself is rich in iodine. That's what protects us from cancers. And this is why it's so funny that so many women are popping up with cancer. I thought ovaries were rich in iodine. The testes, like there's natural iodine levels in the body tissue because of what it is, what these animals feed off of, what we're made up of, what we need. Those are my dogs barking. I think somebody's home. Sorry about that. They're going to keep barking until they walk in the door. Anyways, I would say don't supplement or add an iodine supplement. I think it's unnecessary because what you're taking already has enough. Also, I am taking a special pill from Bountiful Breast called Booster, which contains Pueraria mirifica and other ingredients, and I've heard that PM and BO shouldn't be mixed because it could interfere with one another. What do you think about taking PM and BO at the same time? What about the BB cream, which also has PM in it? Would you recommend taking the BB pills on an empty stomach? I'm getting conflicting info about things. Look, we say steer clear of doing both because PM is so powerful. Oh, I wish they'd just get in the damn door already. You gotta be kidding me. I'm going to pause this for a moment. Okay, she's back. Sometimes I'm afraid to put it on pause because it will just completely black out and then I have to start the video all over again. And I feel like I'm on a roll over here, so that's why I kind of waited. I apologize for all the ruckus. But anyways, okay, so the reason why we say steer clear of these two of this combination is because we're so damn, how do you say, excited. We tend to overdo this program, okay? The Natural Breast Enhancement Program. We just want to add everything. We're doing all this stuff. And then when we get symptoms of something like, we're taking 10 things, we don't know what it's coming from. And my best advice is to keep it so simple. Now, if you've started it, it's going to be hard to say. Like when you come up with something symptomatic-wise, or a result that you're not happy with, or not getting any results, or whatever the case, whatever sides that you might be experiencing, you're not going to know what's causing it. So I don't know, I'm not really sure why she felt compelled to add booster pills or the cream itself. Because she didn't, okay, when I was taking Bountiful Breast, I think she barely started coming out with the other products. I think at the time she only had the whey protein, because I'm sure somebody on the forums were saying, hey, there's a lot of girls who are taking your supplement and they're talking about protein and amino acids and all this stuff. And I think she just kind of got the light bulb and just decided, hey, this is going to be great. I can add more product to my site. And that's what she started doing. And then there were more things added. And I kind of feel like it's unnecessary, really. I think it's fun to try, but in the case of doing what's best for you, you got to keep a diary. You got to get your routine test done, or at least a starting test, just to know exactly where your level's at and where you stand and what your approach is going to be, because everybody's different. That's what we learn all the time. It works for someone, may not work for me, has not worked for me, worked for her just fine. And the timing is also an issue. It's not going to be the same timeline for everybody as far as when you're going to get your results. So I don't know what your situation is like. I don't remember what your situation is as far as when you started adding these things. So if you've been growing, I guess continue. Now, could you have had better results if you did away with the booster pills? Possibly. Because you could have been really estrogen dominant. Maybe it screwed up your period cycle. Maybe it wasn't enough PM to screw up your period cycle. Very few women have the non-side effect. Most women have, in other words, most women have the side effect of too much PM, even though it's only a 200 milligram. My period's completely screwed up. It's missing I'm bleeding for too long, whatever the case is. It affects a lot of women that way, and it also affected me that way. So technically it's not the approach I recommend, and a lot of ladies do not recommend it as well for those reasons. But if you've been taking it and it hasn't screwed up your cycle yet, your period's always on time every month, you're getting growth, it's hard, even though it's going to be hard to say what's getting it or giving it to you. Maybe it's both, maybe it's the one thing, maybe it's the other. I'd say just keep doing it then. Keep doing it because it's working for you, and everyone's different. But yeah, not the approach that I recommend. They really should not be mixed. Choose one or the other and keep it simple. And when you stall, maybe add the cream, or maybe you can do the cream from the beginning. Topicals, I'm fine with. If you want to do like PM topical, I'd say that's for the most part. I'd say it's fine because it's not internal, and I don't think it overwhelms the body as badly. So you just have to think about how much of this Pueraria mirifica is in the cream, the topical that you're using. So anyways, that's my thoughts and opinion on that. And yes, it is conflicting and it is discouraging, but if it's working for you, then you have nothing to worry about. Currently on booster pills. Okay, yeah, I've seen the booster pills. She sent them to me before. I've never taken them though. I normally just give them away. I don't need booster pills. Just give them away. Selenium is good. B12 is good. Flaxseed oil is fine. It says, going to stop taking glute boost because it's expensive. I agree. Attach a photo of the back of the glute boost. Okay, so if you're trying to build your bottom, I think all you really need is just maca and like a good topical cream. Maybe, I don't know, put the boob cream on your butt, see what happens. Watercress. Yeah, I mean, these are fine ingredients. It actually looks like a copy of another butt enhancement product that's been on the market for years, and that's probably what she was inspired by. I mean, these are fine, but honestly, I don't quite think that you need them. I think saw palmetto and maca are enough. Totally enough, and even maybe some wild yam. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I don't think you need it. Don't spend the money if you don't need to spend it. Okay, so I stopped taking the BB iodine 4 days and once, and I realized that my low body temp may not respond to this supplement. I didn't know that she had an iodine supplement. It says BB iodine. Stop taking the BB. So she has an iodine supplement? Okay. I don't think you need the iodine, to be honest. Like I said, bovine ovarian tissue is naturally rich in iodine, so that's why it has that funny smell. That's why we smell funny, like men and women. We kind of have that strange sea smell. It's because we're rich in iodine. And selenium, you know, we need zinc and selenium and iodine. We need to protect that's what protects our breast tissue. That's what protects our organs, and we just don't really get enough of it. We don't get enough support. So by you taking this ovarian tissue and then her having the kelp in there that also has micro amounts of iodine, you're going to be okay. Have you heard of mustgrowbust.com? They seem to have some valuable info and BE on it regarding the natural breast enhancement, and I'm interested in getting the seed cup code guide that they're offering. Look, I've not looked at the Must Grow Bust. I've heard of them, but as long as they're not promoting raising prolactin, okay? Because of what I'm seeing on other sites is they want to stimulate prolactin, they want to up that prolactin, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's competing with progesterone. Like, are you dumb? Like, why are you doing that? That's just my opinion, okay? If you want to take the lactation herbs, go nuts, but that's, to me, is a crappy, it's not even a quick fix. It's not, and it's not good for people who might have a pituitary tumor. So no, let's not do that. But yeah, I don't know what they promote on Musk Robust. But a long time ago they just had like a lot of information. So yeah, definitely read up as much as you can and educate yourself. Remember, once we've developed the lobes and the ducts, we don't need to stimulate prolactin. We don't need to hike up those levels. We're not trying to be on the verge of breastfeeding. It's just, to me, it's a nuisance. It's ridiculous. It's unnatural. And then the breasts, they're flabby and gross. They don't even like, they're not nice, full and round. They don't have like, they don't hold up a nice firm shape. And that's what progesterone does. It gives you that nice, firm, rounded shape. And then when you add a little bit of estrogen, it's like sprinkles. It's like that nice little like topping, you know, like the nice ice. I like the cream cheese topping. I love cream cheese frosting. That's like my favorite. And to me, that's what it's like, okay? So yeah, we just need healthy estrogen levels and healthy progesterone levels. It's icing on the cake. That's pretty much it. So it says, I really love what you do for us women in the NBE world. Thanks a bunch. You're welcome.